Is up, everyone? Happy Friday night. It's been a while since we said that. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing phenomenal. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've had a good week. Hope you're finding some peace at the end of this crazy week. It's been a fun one though. What's up, Scold? What's up, Levi? What's up, Mr. Ranium? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. As you know, tonight is our first creator fireside chat. So anyone that has any Q's, want some A's, if you have any questions, if you want me to do a channel review, content review, anything like that, we're going to actually do this together. It's going to be a collaborative thing. As you guys know, I'm not like an expert. Clearly, I have just over 200 followers here on YouTube. I have 1,000 over on TikTok, just over it. And I have 500 on Twitch. I'm kind of all over the place. Nice tonight, Toki streams. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm finally early. There you go, Scold. Well, guys, this is a just chatting stream. It is for you. It's for me. It's for all of us to share and get what we can out of basically just taking some time together, bouncing some ideas around and seeing what we I want some A's. Oh my gosh. But you know what? We're going to take the time tonight, get some questions, get some answers, do all the fun things that we do as content creators and share the burden, because that, my friends, is something you can't really do anywhere else, or not many places. Mega. Okay. South Park got added to Fortnite. Nice, nice. Very nice. Welcome in, Sarah. Welcome in, Kratos, by the way. Hacker, welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys and gals. Hope you're doing well. Tonight, again, we are doing some fun stuff. We're doing all content reviews, doing some content talks. Think of it less as my opinion over and over again, and more as a like a community effort, because I want this to be collaborative. I want this to be something that we're all giving opinions. And anyone that has any questions, you can actually start now. If you have a question about content creation, whether it's, hey, Toki, can you review my channel? Or, hey, Toki, can you review this piece of content? Or, hey, I have a specific question. How do you do this? Whatever it is, feel free to drop it in the chat and we'll go from there. It was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. How is that going? That looked like it was going to be a fun little drop there. I also have some topics prepared just from our past questions that we've gotten while live. I went ahead and compiled those with Panda. Thank you, Panda, for that. I really appreciate it. Hi, Hacker. How do you talk as a quiet person, usually on Twitch? Like things to talk about other than gameplay actions. Okay, so talking as a content creator, especially as a streamer, man, so I think this is probably different for everyone, and I don't necessarily think that it's important that you're talking the whole time. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself, because then you're just gonna clam up, right? Yeah. That username, bro. What's up? Welcome in, Jeff. All right, so let's focus here. So Kratos' question: how do you talk as a quiet person, usually on Twitch, like things to talk about other than gameplay action, or to talk about the gameplay then gameplay actions? Okay, I see. So like, how do you talk about things other than gameplay action? You got 200 subs now. I'm happy for you. Thank you, Hacker. I appreciate that. Tonight's not about me though. About you guys. About you guys. I know that we usually have a lot of questions, so. I'm bad trolling people. Hey, that's all right. That's nice. My gosh, I was not expecting that. I went to read it and I was like, wait, what? Well, welcome in regardless. Welcome in. Yeah. Okay. So things other than gameplay. All right. So one thing that you can do, and this has been helpful for me, especially when I first started, like I did not know what to say. He's so neat. All right. One thing that worked really well for me is I would come up with like different discussions, different topics, and I'd plan out sort of my content ahead of time. And I would write them down on my desk. In fact, if you look, since we're kind of behind the curtain today, there's my dry erase board over there. I would write down topics over there. I'd write down stuff on a notebook, just random things I would think of throughout the day. Random things from either like nerd culture or movie culture, whatever it is that you're into. because the more that you share with your audience, review me in a few, absolutely. So the more that you share with your audience, the more they are able to get to know you. So if you, in those moments of silence, like say you're between bosses or you're just between chats and just chatting, whatever it is, I think that, really kind of letting yourself just be you is the most important thing you can do. So bring up your interests, bring up the things that your community is interested in. And then, if you're having trouble other than that, you can also just talk about random events from the day. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. You just gave yourself a new hey, thank you so much, Juan. I appreciate you. Super appreciate you. Welcome to the Moonwalkers. Hey, another one. Oh, wait, that's the same one, right? I don't know. Wait, I'm like, is this live, yo? Yes, it is. Yes, this is live. This is definitely live. But yes, welcome in. Welcome to the Moonwalker family. Today, we're just kind of sitting, having a bit of a fireside chat, creator to creator, chit-chatting about the things that are challenging for content creators. I know that we do have a lot in the community, so we're just kind of batting the ball around a little bit, figuring it out. Let's see. Every time Panda forgets that we're doing this. Hold on 1 second, chat. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. See, I do that at like the beginning, but then it turns quiet. And Kratos, I think some level of quiet is fine. I think that some level of quiet is a-okay. I don't think you should pressure yourself too much. Comment on like what's going on in the game, where you're going, why you're going there. If there's interesting lore, I know with you know all the lore about the games that you play, Kratos. So taking a step back and just saying, okay, what's coming up in the story? What are the things that maybe someone would want to know? Because then if you do that at the same time, you're also creating content, right? So say, for example, you're on the way to a boss, but you know something about the boss that most people wouldn't know, but would be interested in hearing since they're fans of the series. Well, you're in the middle of a stream, you start between point A, point B, there's nothing really to talk about. So you say, hey, guys, have you ever heard? I said earlier, no gameplay actions. Well, I'm just telling you what I would do. If you do run out of things to talk about, other than that, you can also riff off of things that are going on, what's in front of you, right? Because you may not necessarily be sitting there just chatting. But since you want to stick to just that, like and sub to this, guys. Thank you so much, Hacker. I appreciate that. But what I would do, I would find things from the day, write down a list of topics. Once it does get quiet, allow yourself to be there, my friend. Allow yourself to be in that space. It's fine. It's fine to be quiet. If nothing's going on, just every now and then when something pops in your head, speak it. I think that's part of being authentic, right? We get too in our head about things. I know me, for example, I can speak for me for sure. I get anxious when there's quiet, right? Like I start thinking like, oh man, I probably need to be saying something. What if someone joins right now and they don't see me talking? What if I missed someone because they wanted to connect and I didn't make it easy because I wasn't talking? Most of that stuff that you do really just slows you down. So make sure that you're just kind of engaging as you can. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. If something pops in your head, drop it, right? Just let it fly. I'm a light to all your 200 dude. Thank you. You don't have to do that. I just appreciate you being here. Again, guys, the likes, the subscribes, those things are nice. But the fact that you're here spending time with me, look, time's your most valuable asset. It's something you only get one time and you're here spending it. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I truly, truly do. But just saying that, man, I appreciate it. I did talk about how Radon was the younger brother to Rykard. I never knew it before. Nice. See, there you go. It's just a matter of just finding the thing. Like, even if it's just like having interest, like for me, look, I'll give you another peek behind the curtain. So for me, I have interesting stuff that's interesting to me, just like sitting around the room. So these things that I love will bring up topics in my head just by looking around the room. All I have to do if I'm running low on a topic, look up, bam, Zelda, Ocarina, Toki Mask, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon cards, my son, camera, Pokemon cards. dad life, my energy drink people. Like there's so many things you can get just from having the stuff that you love around you. I think that's a big hack too. Just if you have it right there all the time, it helps a ton. Remember last time, Dark? Yes, I do. But I hope that answers your question, gives you a little bit of guidance there, Kratos. Again, I say just don't focus too much on making sure that you're talking the whole time, and just focus on being you. If that means just leaning in and putting a bunch of stuff around your room that you love, and then just if you happen to notice, oh, hey, it's a little quiet, it's been quiet for a minute, look around. If something catches your eye, great, talk about it. And really, that gives you time to also cut content from your content, right? Hey, Toki, is this a new thing like Fireside? Yes, it is, Chrysalis, and welcome in. We're doing a little bit of a creator chat tonight. So a little bit of an open Q&A, a little bit of reviewing channels or content for people if they want. And really, it's a collaborative effort. It's not like, okay, I'm the expert, you guys are submitting questions. This is not what this is about. This is my opinion. We're kind of bouncing ideas around here. It's just an open forum for anyone that's creating. Water dragon, fire dragon. I said stone dragon. I do, yes. And then let's see, what else did you say? A wind, I think. Yeah, the flying. What's it, a flying type? I don't know. I should have mentioned all of them. Being you. Do you get the? Yes, I get the reference. I get the reference. See, that's it right there, Kratos. That. Just picking something that you're interested in, bringing it into conversation. You've got this. You're already doing it. You already do it. I love you for it, dude. So just literally just do just that. Bring your interest into the conversation. That's what people fall in love with, is getting to know you. So I couldn't like all your videos because I want to watch it. That's okay, dude. Hey, look, I appreciate you being here. Hang out, my friend. It's all good. It's all good. We're just here vibing. If you guys are content creators, though, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I do have one. Let's see. Scold Menace wanted to do a review. Scold, did you want me to jump into anything in particular? Stop eating it without barbecue sauce. Yes, please add barbecue sauce. No one likes the oh my gosh, I forgot what I was saying there. Oh, I lost it. It's okay, but it's funny. It's fine. Like live, sorry. Oh, it's okay, no worries. Also, tonight's the night was a reference. Oh, what's the reference, Kratos? I may have missed it. I think the important thing is that you're so no specific content, right? Skull, just in general. Let's see. The only thing I have going on is trying to keep up with all the deadlines and commitments, dealing with chronic illness that knocks me on my rear. Trying to figure out how to balance it all. Yeah, that can be a lot, Chrysalis. And to be fair, Panda is probably the more organized of the two of us. Anything in general, you got it, Skull. I would do that. Chrysalis, the thing that I find that makes me like stick to a schedule is sitting down and just like writing down all the stuff, right? If I take it from here onto paper or into like my phone, or like if I'm transporting it from here to somewhere else, there's some level of accountability that's outside of me. I don't have to hold everything. The part of the exhausting thing is holding everything all at the same time, I think. So just being able to have a spot to go back and review that, like doing a nightly brain dump, is something that Panda has been doing recently, or just starting. And I think that's brilliant. That's so many people have done that. Like if you have trouble going to sleep or something, writing down all the things that you need to do, like a priority list for the next day, like take 3 things, write it down until I lose the paper. And yeah, it's hard. That's why it's little bitty habits, right? Like finding a place to put that little piece of paper. Yugoslavia was a great country. I don't know anything about Yugoslavia, and I guess I need to know, but I will take your word for it. Hey, I remember you played Black. Yes, I did play Backrooms. I absolutely did, Hacker. Yes, I actually played it with Team IMV. If you're curious what IMV is the clothing brand my wife and I created. It's an adventure. If you want to see more, !IMV, we'll get you a link. I'm not gonna jump into that because tonight is about you guys. Sveni? I don't know how to say it. I probably screwed that up. Kratos, I missed your chat. Dexter? Oh, it's about Dexter. Tonight's the night. Oh, is that something he says? When I watch it finally, Kratos, I'll let you know that I finally got that reference. All right, Chad, let's go ahead and switch over to my desktop, and we're gonna jump into some reviews. We're gonna start here with Scold Menace, anything in general. So let's I guess mission start.
Mission start.
All right, Chad, welcome to my wonderfully cluttered desktop. Edge Slaveny? Or Hey Slaveny? Oh man, I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna butcher the heck out of this. Look, you just correct me, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I will give it my best shot, I promise. Yeah, he says it's like his first. I gotcha, Kratos. All right, so let's take a look here. We got Scold Menace. Hello, Mr. Dro the Zombie Slayer. Just kidding, it's a Dro. Zero Miedo. Let's see, Cero Miedo, actually. He'd be mad at me pronouncing it wrong. All right, let's see. Let's get into Scold Menace's profile here. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm not subscribed. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Oh, because I'm on a different profile. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. I forgot I changed things around. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see here. Let's look at the description. Miedo sounds like a Mario name. I'm nervous. Hey, Scold, look, if at any point you change your mind, you don't want this done, let me know. And again, this is never going to be an attack. It's never going to be anything like that. So if you ever feel like I'm poking or prodding too much or something, just let me know. Okay. Your comfortability is a lot more important. So just holler at me. Okay. All right. So look, just a guy who has no idea what he's doing. Look, that right here is fire. Can you live stream tomorrow? Actually, Juan, yes, I do. I will live stream tomorrow, Saturday. I normally stream Tuesdays and Saturdays, 8:30 p.m. Central. Right now, I'm playing Zelda Ocarina of Time in HD. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 8:30. All right. So the thing that I like about this, and I'm going to take a minute here to really focus. The red, yes, it is. I agree 100%, Chrysalis. The red really catches your eye here. Absolutely does. I wonder how it appears on a TV. If you guys look at trends right now, tons of people are watching YouTube on TV now. So the thing with that is that making sure that things look good on TV is now important, which is like wild. Like, it's funny. I look at my own views and like 40-50% of the views that I get are from a TV, which is like, whoa. It used to be like, what, 80% mobile, 20% desktop, and then like nothing TV. And now it's like blocked completely. It's wild. AM or PM? Oh, it's PM. Sorry, Juan, my bad. 8:30 p.m. Central. So same time that we started tonight, actually. Toki, I've heard on TikTok they're bringing back Gen 1 masks from Screen Gen 1. Oh, that's very cool. All right, Scold. I'm going to focus on you now, my friend. Okay, here we go. We're going to focus on Scold's content here. We're going to do a quick little review here. If you have anything positive to say, drop it in the chat, and we're going to get in there. Okay. All right. So the only thing that pops out to me, and it may be stylistically done this way on purpose. So if it is, cool. TV didn't need to be brought down in size because it would take up the top third. Well, the thing is, the banners there are actually they're locked in size, so we actually can't change the size of the banner. And the TV layout is way different, like it totally different, completely changes. The one thing I would worry about is some of like the pixelation right here in the middle. That's literally the only thing I would worry about, unless it's stylistically there. If so, perfect. You hit the mark. Let's see, 57 subscribers, 16. Dude, that's actually really good. The fact that you've built the 57 subscribers out of the 16 videos is awesome. Like if you look at my channel, I have 290 videos and I have 200 subscribers, I think that's it. But it's slightly more videos than subscribers. You're doubling or tripling that. That's something to be proud of, and don't let anyone take that away from you, my friend. United forever in friendship, and labor or opposed will ever endure. Hey, I love that. I love that. All right, so let's go back to this description here. So for the description, just a guy who has no idea what he's doing. I absolutely love this because it establishes like, hey, this is my vibe. I'm here. I'm hanging out. We're figuring it out together. It's great. I love that. 204 subs. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate that. Oh, and thank you for the sub. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Skull, that's a big win because a lot of people have a ratio that's definitely not like that. Okay, so be happy about that. That's great. Toki, Esther, welcome in. Welcome in. I've been holding your fan mail. How are you doing? All right, so let's see. Hello, my fellow menace, and welcome to my channel where I just post random stuff. My goal is to reach 1 million subs. No clue how to get there, and when I just post random stuff, but hey, you can help me on my journey if you'd like. 5, 10. I love the counting here, and I love the goal being marked in red. That shows me that you're watching your goal. Hello, Ollie. Welcome in. Kind of sad because I'm family right now. I was really hoping to go over content with you, but I won't be able to. Esther, look. I am more than happy to do this again. Okay. So I will make sure that we get to go over your content. In fact, next time I will put you on the list and just put you at the very top of that. Okay. So if there's something that we don't get to tonight, or for some reason you can't get in here for Q&A or for reviews or whatever, don't worry. I've got you. We may do another one of these next week. All right. So join April 18th. So this is a pretty brand new account, and look at that 16 videos and 23,000 views. Yes, absolutely. I can, Ollie. Oh, and I did sub to you, by the way. I went ahead and made sure that I did. Bring back the union. Nice. All right, so let's see. That right there is awesome. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'll be here next time for sure. Lots of love. Hey, lots of love to you. Behavior. I'll try. No promises. But Scold, honestly, seriously, the 23,000, look, I just hit 100,000 views. I want to say it was like right at the beginning of of December. And that was after over 100 videos, right? So you're doing something right. There's something that's resonating with people to convert people from a view to a subscribe, whether or not that's from doing something within communities or if it's from videos alone. You're doing something right there, and that's a really good sign just right off the bat. Oh, I see that, Kratos, and I love that. And I'll get to that in just 1 minute. So one thing that I would do though, if there's content that you do like to steer towards, maybe try to find a way to put some of the keywords in here. So like if you like gaming, maybe type in occasional gaming videos. Anything that you can do to give the algorithm a little bit of a hint of what's going to be appearing on the channel, because then the algorithm has a better idea of who to recommend you to. There's also something called what's it called? Channel tags. Did anyone know about that? You can go to your settings on YouTube, and basically you can change your channel tags. And what that does is it helps the algorithm categorize your channel before you even post anything. So like it's not necessarily like a make or break sort of thing, but it definitely does help the algorithm sort you and place you. Consider it your sorting hat for those of you Harry Potter fans. It does help kind of categorize you before, so that way the algorithm has an idea of what it's looking at before it passes out your videos. You should do Twilight Princess. Look, that one's on up there. It's absolutely on up there. It's right there with Majora's Mask, actually. So I hear you on that. All right. So now what we're going to do here, one thing I like to do is like go and look at the community. And this is what I like to see. You're posting. Most people do not, or not, I won't say that. A lot of people do not use the community tab, and that is such a loss. Because there's a lot of views that you can get from here, and you can actually share videos directly to it. So if you have a video that you've just released or something like that, and you've noticed it's not getting noticed by the community, like maybe you posted at the wrong time, no one was online, you can give that thing a second shot basically by posting it here. So seeing you posting over here is excellent. I love that. Make sure to continue to do that. Throwing up the look, I feel compelled to click that because yeah. How to use a community tab. All right, so let me give you a little example here, okay? So if I go or get to it, all right, here, let me give you an example. Let me sign into a separate account here. Can't turn on comments on posts. Really? That's odd. Let me look into that, Scold. I know that there's sometimes that can be something to do with settings, or it can be something to do with like verification. Let me look into that and I'll get back to you on that, okay? Because that one I have no idea. So what you do, if you're on desktop, you can go to create and it says create post. If you're on mobile, you can go to the little plus sign and go to post, and you can post from there. You can upload pictures and photos. You can't do a whole lot on the mobile app as far as like posting your videos, but you can post a link and it'll kind of do the same thing. So if you copy and paste a link from a browser, copy the link from the browser, paste it into the create a post. Like here, let me show you. I feel like it's probably easier to do that. Here we go. All right, so if you're on the mobile app, right? See this little plus sign down here, right here in the middle? Hit that. You'll get this wonderful little thing. Actually, mine's already on it because I just used it. But right here where you see short, video, live, the last thing on there is post. That's where you can enter into your community tab if you want to do it from your phone. A lot easier to get there. If not, if you're an underrated, thank you so much, Ollie. I appreciate that. But yeah, so you can access it there, or on desktop, you can access it right here by going to create a post. Here you can do an image poll, image, text poll, and quiz. You can do all those on mobile. The only thing you can't do is embed a video. So what this does is it gives you an opportunity to drop in one of your existing videos into your post. And there you go. That'll kind of get you up and running there. As far as doing the community stuff, it looks like you're doing a great job of that, Scold. So keep it up, my friend. Keep doing the thing. Let me go back. Do so chill and thank you. I appreciate that, Ollie. It really does mean a lot. It means a ton, actually. So let's go back to Scold Menace. And I'll give you a follow from over here too. This is the clothing brand again. I just haven't gotten this one. Embed. Okay, so embed, EMBED, is basically where you put the video in there and it's a clickable link. Sometimes, well, technically that's not an embed, because an embed would be able to, like, you'll be able to play it from there. That's just a link to it, but it gives people an opportunity to click on that video directly from there and be taken to it. It almost serves kind of like, think of it as an ad for your video, kind of, but it's not really. It's more like you're just relating to your audience, passing on information. Goldman, absolutely, man, of course. But you're doing a phenomenal job of doing that. Most people don't even realize that thing is there. And to be fair, like, it's buried, you know, it's going to become a little bit more important here. And I think probably the next couple of months, I know YouTube is beta testing, bringing back messaging on YouTube. So there's going to be a little bit more. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when that was going on, when you could message creators and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of like regulations are going to put on that, but that is being beta tested right now from what I hear in like certain markets. I don't know if it's coming here. I don't know if they're going to finalize that, if it's going to be something that's going to be an actual feature, but we'll just have to wait and see. Looking at stuff here, right? So videos, I see a lot of, I don't know either. Look, spinal feeding animation, diabetes. I don't know either. He has ascended. So one thing about your titles, my friend, is because the thing that I like about your titles is that they stick out to me. The reason they stick out is because they're very clickable. I don't know either. It makes me want to know, well, what is it that I don't know? Because if you don't know something, I probably don't know it either. Let me go and see what this is. So I like that as a title. The only thing is the algorithm won't know what to do with it. That's the only thing. So your tags, your description may need to have just something to do with it, but that is a very clickable title. I can't tweak my channel. Toki, you're going to talk about the message I sent yet? Yes, I absolutely will. I've got it on my list up here. But I'm trying to do like one thing at a time as much as I can, but I will go ahead and cover it since we're here. Toki, you want to hear something cool about my viewers, like 3 or 2, do so max, but they all use my quote in their bio: do new things with the stuff you love. Kratos, that's literally what I'm telling you to do it too. Think about that. Do new things with the stuff you love. Bring it up in new ways. Bring it into your content. Do things with the stuff you love, my friend. Algorithm feels like the controller instead of the app itself. So here's the thing, and we'll get into the algorithm in just a minute too, but you know what? I'll hold off. Let's stick here. So Scold, I love your titles. Make sure your descriptions and your tags are descriptive enough to where the algorithm knows what's going on, and it doesn't have to rely on that title to figure out who it needs to give it to. I think that would probably be the best way to do that because your titles are very clickable. If you do that, then I think you're going to have a lot of success there. Like cat versus fish, very clear, very clear. And look at this, 1.6K. I guess he saw a fly, and it's obvious who you're talking about. I guess who? It's a cat, and you got 2.3K. My cat with big eyes filter, it literally is what it says it is. The things where you're very clear to the algorithm, it will give it to more people because it understands the content and where it's supposed to go. Very, very slow beginning. Gotcha, Ollie. Okay, that's good to know. So I may need to find a way to speed it up or insert some entertainment there in the beginning. Look at this cute little guy. He is very cute, by the way. Alistair Core. Hashtag funny. Ooh, I like the use of the hashtag there. Another thing that was interesting, guys, if you look at like the overall data on short form versus long form, if you look at them, one thing you can add to your short form titles is emojis. Because of the nature of like the fast scrolling stuff, an emoji stands out and catches your eye. So people will sit on your video even for just a second longer, which gives your hook just that much longer to land. And that's all you need for that short form content. So just a heads up there, on long form content, people look at it and it seems more spammy and people won't click it as much. Isn't that weird? I thought it was pretty wild. Yes, I absolutely will, Kratos. I'll add that to my list here. Let me write down. Look, my Charmander pen. Be surrounded by the things you love, chat. That's so important. I can't emphasize that enough. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. This will work. I got a piece of paper right here. Now then, all right, Kratos channel. But look here. Go subscribe to Five Finger Death Punch. It's about Five Finger Death Punch. It's talking about Five Finger Death Punch. The message is clear. 1.4K, a crazy cat. Very clickable title because you're wondering what the heck it is. 1.1K. The algorithm listens. And I guess now is kind of a good time to say, oh, hello, Panda. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like the beginning's 3 hours long. Oh, man, that is long. Welcome in, Panda. Welcome in. We're reviewing Skull Menace's channel. So if you happen to notice anything that sticks out to you, if it's a positive thing or anything that's like maybe a decent critique or something, you can also point those out too. But remember, guys, we are very friendly in this channel. So nothing hateful, or I promise you won't last long here. Also, if you could add to mine a banner and PFP. Oh, cool. Yeah, of course. Banner PFP. Got it. And PFP. 2 to 3. Ooh, that is a long one. But yeah, the things here that you've done that are like getting the most views are the things where it's like super clear. It's super easy to get. And let's watch one. I'm going to grab the one with the most views on it. So 2.3. I guess he saw a fly. Let's check it out. Let's pause this. Oh, and I don't have the volume up. Of course I don't. But yeah, the things here that you've done 2 to 3 that are like getting the... Let me close myself out so we don't hear me. I love it. And again, it's a very clear payoff, right? Like you're offering something very clear to them.
92.7 miles per hour. In fact, pigeons are highly intelligent animals.
And let's see, what's the title on this one? Dude, that caught me off guard so bad. All right, let me back out of the shorts view here. So with that one, I don't blame him. Credit to Vo Memes. See how it has lower views here? And it's not quite as clear what's happening. I think that may be why it's not quite as clear to the algorithm, like what's going on there and who they could pass it to. But still funny. So I think maybe if you, I think if you're a little bit more specific on like what memes, because I'm not familiar with a meme, but I think if you had like a tag or something like that or a description that's written that includes the keywords that include that name for that meme, it may help it get a little bit more oomph underneath it, right? Let's see, I've been playing 2 days now. Just started second level. It speeds up a lot. Oh, nice. Well, congrats, dude. I love the grind. I love the grind, Ollie. But yeah, honestly, the short content here, excellent. I see you've got some playlists. One thing I would recommend, since you're kind of a expect the unexpected. Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, so one thing I would do, since you're let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Since you have kind of random content, one good thing that you could do is creating playlists on your channel. If you create playlists on your channel, then essentially what it does is it gives the algorithm an idea of what goes with what. So whenever the algorithm goes to recommend something, even if it's like way later on, it understands, because you put it into a group with something else, that, oh, these videos must be related. So if it understands another video but doesn't or if it understands one video but doesn't understand another one, and they're in the same playlist, then eventually it kind of gets an idea of what the other one is about, because it's created in the same playlist by you. So I hope that makes sense and I didn't completely butcher that. But creating playlists does help organize it. And on top of that, so if I were to go to a playlist that you've created with your content and I watch something from your page, guess what's on the recommended? Your stuff. More often than not, from your playlist. Instead of being flooded with other people that are like other people's videos that are related to what you're watching right now, it has your content a lot more often. So just a little hack there. It's okay, I can't say right thing, no thinking. Let's see, I get it. I can't say the right thing and no thinking power during stream. I've done it so many times. Can you retype that, Kratos? I think I got lost in the words there. Maybe it's because I'm thinking about something else, but but does that make sense? It helps the algorithm categorize your stuff, and it also helps recommend your stuff as well. Because it's like, okay, well, if the creator of this thinks these two things are related and they're on your video, they clicked your video for a reason, let's recommend more of this creator's stuff to this person, right? Makes sense. So if you go to videos here, diabetes, I think I know what this is. What? Look, I don't know either. I have to click this because I want to go see it. I love it. And I don't know either, but I do. I love it. I think that could have performed really well as a short too, though, because the payoff is like, oh, hey, look, it's me. I think the payoff is like immediate though. So I think that could also perform well as a short. So clip that, maybe vertical. I think that could do well. Tag it right. Now again with that, maybe like hashtag funny, hashtag short, some of like the more general tags, so that way it gets kind of spread generally first. And at that point, the algorithm's going to kind of give it, when it gives like the little bitty test, it's going to give it to kind of general randomized assortment, and you'll probably have more success that way. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like I'm scrambling through that too. All right, so yeah, I mean, I can't say the right words. I try to think, but can't during stream. I see that in you too. That's why I said I get it. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if I am on stream, it's like if there's a camera here, my brain is about functioning at 60%. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the attention that's pulled to the audience. Your brain is not completely present. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. Give me 1 second. Absolutely, Juan. No worries. Take your time, my friend. We'll be here. Let's gold. Let's see if I can get one more thing pulled up here. Excuse me, chat. Let's see. I want to start uploading more in 2026 this year when I'm on the list. Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. It's okay. No worries. All right, Ollie, let me put you on the list here. All right, so I got Kratos, and then I got Ollie. Yeah, we're definitely going to get to a lot tonight, so don't worry about making sure we're going to get to you. I don't think we'll have any problems with that. But yeah, I hope this helps. I like the logo because it's this gold menace, right? And it has a little bit of your interest in the background here. I dig it, truly dig it. So I think that this is excellent. The judgment, maybe I don't completely get it, but I don't have to. I think it makes me ask like a question of like, well, what's Gold Menace about, right? And I think that may be a good thing. Anything you can do to get people to ask like what's going on here and click, I think that's a good thing. Welcome back, Juan. Daddy and Ollie. Got it. All right, perfect. Let's see, we can look at... Also, guys, if you've never heard of vidIQ, vidIQ is awesome. It's a free tool that you can install in your browser. You can also install the app. I know it's on iOS. I'm pretty sure it's also on Android. So if you want to do that, you can. But it has like little tidbits like this where you can look at like what you've done in the last year, like all the way up to the last year. So it's pretty freaking sweet. The inside of it shows your internal stuff. And it's able to, like, basically it takes AI and you can chat with a bot that's directly looking at your analytics. So just a heads up there, something definitely to check out, I think. One other thing you can do, and I don't know that it's known too terribly much that you can do this. Let's see if I can find it. All right, so if you go to YouTube Studio, right? All right, creators, this is something pretty big. See this right here, Ask Studio? You ever wanted to ask the YouTube algorithm, like, hey, what are you thinking? Did you know you can? It can help you with your channel and video analytics, community engagement on comments, new content ideas, tips and info directly from Gemini, which is the AI that's running the algorithm. Did you know that? Pretty crazy. The fact that they've added this and it's not like talked about a ton is just, whoa. Like, look, summarize my channel performance. These are just suggestions, right? No, I didn't. Yeah, it's wild, right? Like, so many cool things that you can do. Summarize my channel performance, summarize your feedback. No, it's okay. No worries, Juan. Okay, let's see. I was not a good YouTuber when I was 4 to 7. Hey, look, no judgment, my friend. No judgment. I think the fact that you were at all making content, that's freaking cool. Like, that's such a huge advantage. And what you don't realize is that, no, I don't think many people are ever good the first time they start. That is a very, very rare thing. So if you start out and are like great, that's excellent. But the majority of us out here have to get out there and fail a lot. And speaking of failure, if you fail at something, the only way you truly fail is by stopping. So if you get out there and you push and you push and you push and you feel like you're falling over and over again, those aren't falls. Those aren't fails. That's learning attempts. You've learned one way something doesn't work. But if you take the information from that, change it into something positive and say, okay, well, if this doesn't work, then what does? Pivot. Use it as information and then move from there. I think that's a pretty good way to look at it. Soon I'll make a fun carry-on video. Hey, nice. Been here hearing everything, brother Joe. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you guys. Speaking of analytics, let me just show you something, guys. Dro is someone that I love bragging on. He's one of Team IND. When I grow up, I just want to be like you, bro. Dro, the feeling's mutual, dude. Let me show you guys something. Oh wait, this is my videos. I'm in studio. Oops. Let's get back to YouTube proper. Go. 0 Miedo. Here he is, Mr. Dro. So, I was also absolutely crazy. So it was weird, and I cried over a B for like over 5. Look, I think that's excellent content too, though, right, Ollie? I think that's excellent content, like, because it's relatable, right? Like, none of us know what we're doing at that point. It's fine, and I think that's okay. In fact, I think it makes for great content. As a parent, it's relatable, you know? So let's take a look at Mr. Dro here. I was actually just reviewing this with him earlier, and Dro, I hope you don't mind me bragging on you for a second. Looking at his channel stats, right? October is when he really started pushing YouTube pretty hard. So he got a bunch of views in October. Things started to pick up from September to October because that's when he leaned in. 34 subscribers joined. So you gotta think that's his community moving over, those that wanted to be involved with the YouTube journey. They came over. He had 8,000 views. So naturally, some of those are probably like natural organic conversion from YouTube. Then you look at November, 9,000 views, 16 subscribers. So it leveled back out. Now he's getting just organic reach, right? I like it. I clip farmed it at my best when I was 4 to 7. That's awesome, dude. Very cool. But so he got 16 subscribers in November, 9,000 views, which is that's great. He was moving in the right direction. Now, this is where things get interesting, and this is why it's so important to take your analytics into context. Because if you look here, it's like, oh no, things are going down. Like instantly your brain starts thinking, oh, is that a bad thing? It's not. Let me show you why. So views gained, he gained 24,000 over this, let's see, 1 year period. We'll change it to 6 months just for ease of whatever. In fact, 3 months. Here we go. Now let me show you something interesting that happens with this data, okay? So in November, he had the 9,000 views. In December, he switched to doing 1 stream a week. I think. Was it 1 or 2? 2 streams, I think. But anyway, regardless, he took a break, backed off content so he could be with family and really just kind of sit back and recharge and get prepared for his rebranding for his channel, which respected that. So in December, he had a total of 3,381 views. Go ahead and brag, bro. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. I kind of went ahead, so it's right true. So obviously did that, got 10 subscribers, right? So still, if you look at this, 9,000 views and 16 subscribers, 3,010 subscribers, dude, that's the ratio there is an increase of like 40% of how many views to subscribers he got. So he increased his subscribers per view, if that makes sense. Then let's take a look at January. So January, we're 9 days in. He's had 584 views. You ready for this, chat? 19 subscribers. So in that 584 views, he's been able to scale 19 subscribers out of that, where in January he had 3,000 and gained 10 the entire month. That right there is what you call leaning in and finding your people and being authentic and attracting the right people to your stream. People vibe with your content. It doesn't take as many views to grab some subscribers. Right after this, is it Kratos? Yes, we have Kratos, and then we have Ollie. And then if anyone else wants their channel reviewed, let me know. I'll add it to the list. But yeah, that's just kind of a breakdown here, because if you look at this, look, and also look here, look at his videos published. He hasn't published as many videos this month. He has still 19 subscribers, more than last month, more than the month prior to that. And halfway through October, whenever he had his big pull from basically moving his entire community saying, hey, come over here, I'm over here too. That's huge. So that's why it's important to look at your analytics. Because this, like if you just take a peek at it, looks like, oh no, there's slope. But really, you've got to look into the numbers. You've got to think about the numbers in context of what's going on. So just remember that if you happen to look at your analytics, don't get discouraged, look into it, see what it's teaching you and what it's telling you, because what you look at, your brain may look at it one way, but it really means something else. I appreciate you. Hey, my pleasure, Joe. My pleasure. All right. So now, Kratos, did you want me to look at your Twitch or do you want me to look at your YouTube or what other platform? TikTok. Should I start a gaming channel? If it's something you're passionate about, one, that's what I say. If it's something that you can see yourself doing and having fun with, regardless of the views, I think that's when you kind of know that it's time to lean in and maybe do something or consider doing something. If you can do it for fun and not worry about people watching or not, and just like, hey, you know, if someone vibes with it, great. If not, then that's fine too. I think that's a good place to start from. If you're kind of like on the fence, that's a really good place and a good head frame to start from. Goodness, can't talk. Twitch, you got nothing on YouTube? All right, my friend. How about that, Kratos? I knew your exact username. Oh wait, I'm looking at it. Never mind, that's kind of like cheating. All right, let's take a look here. So you wanted me to look at banner profile picture. Banner on desktop is a little hard for me to see like what's going on, but again, that's desktop. Let me just see what it looks like on mobile. I think Twitch is honestly more optimized now for mobile than it is anything else. Let me just take a look here. about what we could. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll check it out. See, like on mobile, I get that it's a weapon and it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. So what I would do maybe is look and see if you can find a higher resolution photo. So I think it's good that we talked about this. So if you find a higher resolution photo of exactly that, that would be great, because then it won't be quite as blurry on this. It'll be a little easier for me to tell, because this is the same image, but it does look a little bit better and a little bit crisper on mobile because it's smaller. So that tells me it's a resolution problem. Maybe look at that. Other than that, I love the image. It fits perfectly with your branding and everything. So Kratos and Zeus. Looking at your profile picture. Of course, it does let me zoom into the profile picture. I forgot about that. So, Hades from God of War 3. Perfect. Oops. Hello, Dro. All right. 335 followers. I wish so much that they'd make the profile picture bigger. So that's not on you, Kratos. But I do like it. It fits with the lore. So I like it. I wouldn't worry about that. That's definitely a non-issue, I think. See, what should my channel name be? Ooh, one that is completely personal to you. I would pick something that means something to you. Maybe look at some of your favorite creators, get some ideas, and then think about some of your favorite franchises, ways that you can spin those into your name creatively. That's what I would do, because it needs to be completely something that's all you. Because one day you're going to want to put your brand behind it if it grows. And if it's not something that you're like passionate about, or not something that you like fully vibe with, then you're going to be like, oh crap, how do I brand this? What do I do with this name, putting it on a t-shirt, you know, stuff like that. And I know that's like way down the road thinking, but like try to think of some of those things when you're coming up with it, because it does help whenever it helps avoid problems before you run into them down the road. Hades was actually a good guy in Greek mythology. Really? I did not know that, Kratos. All right, let's check out this about. Welcome to the best realm on Twitch. Come sit at the round table with the God of War and other demigods. It's very fun here. Remember this quote from me: do new things with the things you love. One thing I would do with this, I would break it up just a hair. I love the message of it. Make sure to break down the sentences so that way it doesn't read as one long sentence. Because I feel like without the periods in there, I feel like I'm reading a lot, and then I have a bit of like a what's it called? Like an impulse to skip down here. So I would, because this is solid, I would just break it up a little bit with periods. So less like you're speaking, more like you're writing. I think that would be the way. So you got your Discord on here, you have TikTok, you have YouTube. I'm excited about that. That's excellent. Always make sure you have, I would say no more than 3. You can put more than that, but 3 does help a lot, because when you have just a couple there, people will, you know, let's see, I use a friend's PC, so I don't know I can change it. You actually can. You can change it from the mobile app. Ollie, I'm excited too. Here, let me give you like an example here. So if you go to the mobile app, right? You go to the top right where it says edit profile. You can change your bio in the about section right down there, right here where my pinky finger is. So you can check it out right there. But it'll allow you to change that directly from your phone. You won't even have to touch a PC. All right, so let's see. I like that you have the commands here. That's big. What I would maybe recommend alongside that is what's it called? Like chat rules. Like if you want to have any rules within your community, add something like that here. And let's read this about me. Hello, I'm Kratos and Zeus. You can call me Kratos or Zeus. I play action and RPG games. I like horror movies. Also like TV shows like Dexter, You, Breaking Bad. I'm good at knowing the lore of games. I'm a chill guy. I have some rage moments during stream. I want to create a great community here. Thanks for stopping by. I think there's nothing at all wrong with that. You have a lot of words that can grab people and let them know what your personality is. You like Wand gaming? Actually, I do. You know, it'd be really cool. And this is, Let me come up with some ideas. Are you on Discord, Juan? Because I have some stuff like rolling around up here and I want to play with it for a minute. If you're on Discord, let me know. You can actually hit ! Discord and join our Discord, and I'll private message you. Change it. Look at you, Kratos. Now that right there, that's action. That's someone who wants to improve, and I love seeing that. That initiative. Take it and run with it. All right. You got a schedule up here. That's one thing I was going to check on. Perfect. We like that. Fortnite getting some dubs. Elden Ring. I love seeing that you have a schedule. Learning Wednesdays, challenge run Thursdays, fun chatting Fridays, replaying games Saturdays. I love that. The fact that you have something themed and people know what to expect on each day. That when your variety is, like, I think key, is you're giving people something to like grab onto. So if you're not going to play one thing at a time, having themed days helps kind of help people remember what's going on. Good night to all. I'll see you next stream. Love y'all. Hey, much love to you, Skull. Thank you again so much. I appreciate you for being willing to be open there and being willing to put your content out there. But yeah, you've got a lot of good things going for you. I think if you use anything that we talked about tonight, you're going to see a lot of success because you've got a knack for titles already. So just lean in, my friend. You're going to do great. I've had a schedule since like the first few months I started. I love that. See, Kratos, that's important. And that really, it's not going to like pull more people in, right? That's something that's like a retention thing. So like if people know what to expect from you, it's always a good thing. When people have to guess or they don't know for sure when you're going to be live, you have to rely on the notifications to get them there. And that is very, very difficult because notifications, we've learned with Twitch, are not consistent. Even with YouTube, not consistent, right? You're not going to get notified for every single thing that you subscribe or follow to someone for. So giving them something to expect and to lean on and to know you're going to be there, that helps a ton. So kudos to you on that, dude. That's excellent. Videos, recent broadcasts. Okay, you got your recent ones here. Perfect, perfect. Excellent. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong here. The only thing I would say, Kratos, it looks like you fixed. You said you fixed some things in here. Okay. What I would do, maybe just find a little something here for that upper banner. It's a little higher resolution, but now that I know what I'm looking at, I wouldn't worry about it too much, man. That's such a small little detail. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But yeah, overall, dude, I like it. I like the about me. It has a lot about you, shows exactly what you can expect, tells a little bit about your personality. I love it. And see, though, you have like very clear sense. 7.9K views. Yeah, that's a lot. It is. Yes. Especially like, and I think that's kind of a relative thing too, one, because if you look at like a big channel, like say, for example, Ludwig, if he were to have 7.9K, it's okay, right? Like that's not a big deal. But if you typically would see 100K on there and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a good video, right? But if you see 100K for us, that's like wild dreams sort of thing. So I think that depends on channel size a lot. That's kind of a scaling number. The more you grow, the more, like obviously if you have a ton of subscribers, then it's going to get fed to them. And then your reach is going to have, like, the algorithm doesn't have to guess where to put it, right? So that's a big thing. Guess what? Ooh, what? Let me know. All right, Ollie, my friend, you are up. We're going to take a look at your channel now. Daddy and Ollie. Oh, not on Twitch, on YouTube. All right, here we go. YouTube. I guess it's just going to open Dro's page all night. So, Dro, you're getting free advertisement tonight. Just heads up. All right. Daddy and Ollie. I posted a Roblox video after 2 minutes. It got 1,000 views. And here's the thing. If you post on things that are doing, like, that have a high volume of search, like if you're, I like joining the stream. Hey, we like having you here, Ollie. Look, if you post something that has a high amount of views and you use the right tags and keywords, even if it's just in your title or like one word in your description that just happens to be trending at that moment, it's gonna explode like that. So the thing with that is that it shows, oh hey, I can subscribe from here too. Ollie, let me go ahead and do that. This is my other account, by the way. Let's check it out. Awesome. 14 videos, 40 subscribers. Again, very similar thing here. You only have 14 videos. and you got 40 subscribers. So anytime you have that video to like viewer to subscriber ratio that where the videos are lower than subscribers, I think that's a win. You should definitely count that. Absolutely, Ollie. My pleasure. And we'll talk about trending videos in a minute too, and finding trending topics. That's something I wanted to cover tonight too. So if we happen to run out of channels to review, that's not a big deal. I have a lot of pre-baked in topics based on questions we've gotten before. So we're gonna talk about a lot tonight. Let me change the music to something a little bit more chill. I don't think that's very chill. That's fine. Here we go. There we go. Alrighty, so let's take a look at this here. Let's go ahead and start here. First, I love the image because it does look like a father and son thing, right? Like it's very clear this is a father-son channel, and it's cute, right? So I think that's a big win. Big win. So let's look at your about here. Just a channel for Ollie and his dad to show the world how much fun can be had. I love the rhyming there too. Part travel vlog, part toy review. Come and watch all the fun things the whole thing rhymes. Okay, come on, Ollie, that's excellent. I love it. One thing you could do, and this is something that I love here. You have a lot of keywords here. So Ollie and his dad. So it shows parent-child. Show the world how much fun. So fun is another keyword that would pop out. So anyone looking for like fun videos or fun. Can you imagine how many times someone types in fun videos on YouTube? I promise you it happens probably more than you'd suspect. Part travel vlog. So travel vlog, part toy review. So anyone who types in travel vlog or toy review, the algorithm knows, hey, those are here because you put it there. Do you know the grabber? No, I don't actually. Also, welcome in, Frank Abino. Welcome in. 1,500 views. Hey, that's excellent. Do you have any short? No short form. That's even more impressive. Black phone. Huh, I don't know. Movie? Oh, no, I guess not. I don't know. I'm sorry. Look, Kratos in chat will probably tell you and probably echo this. I am so bad at watching movies. Like I hardly ever watch movies. So sorry. There's a lot of reference I'm going to miss. But welcome in though. Welcome in. I appreciate you coming in. How you doing tonight? Happy Friday. So looking here, Daddy and Ollie go chasing waterfalls. Daddy and Ollie go to Maggie Valley again. Maggie Valley part 3, part 1 of 2. Excellent. Daddy and Ollie Christmas special. See, these are very clear on like what's happening. So I like the titles. A Daddy and Ollie Halloween. The fact that you got 100 views, 200 views, 156 views, 97, 98, 118 compared to your 40 subscriber count. That's good. I know that when you look at the big videos, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? But the thing is, you've got to remember that a lot of those big YouTubers, it goes to their audience first. And when you have 100,000 subscribers, having several thousand views on a video quickly is very easy because it's popping in so many, like you're bound to get a click, right? But whenever you're brand new and whenever you're just getting off the ground, it's hard for the YouTube algorithm to know exactly where your stuff goes. So it kind of tests in little trickles, right? So until it figures out and has enough data on you to know exactly where to give it, or it has the exact right keywords at the exact right time that just happen to be trending, then a video can like just randomly pop off, right? But otherwise, it has to just kind of sort and figure out like, okay, where do I put this video? What feed do I put it on, right? It's a black phone movie. Ooh, I don't even know what a black phone movie is. What's a black phone movie? I'm gonna learn something today. Feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to learn. I love learning new things. So, but looking at this, like. This is great. I think you have a solid start here. Cruising Wiki-Washi. That I don't know, but I'm sure it's an actual black phone. Wait, black phone is a horror movie. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, now I'm following. Thank you, Kratos. See, I knew he would have something to chime in on. I knew he'd know it. Also, Kratos, it sounds like you and Franco may get along, guys. Both of you like horror movies, clearly. So. Welcome in, man. Thanks so much. What's the movie about? Just curious, guys. Fill me in, because I've never seen it. Is it new or old? Because I I don't know either way. Anyway, what I would say about this though, overall, the channel is great. Let's see it 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, honestly, it looks like you were fairly consistent for a bit and then just kind of tapered off. What I would do, find a schedule that you can stick to that works for you as far as like posting content and stick with that. Even if it's like, is he on Kick or the Shorts Live? It should be on Shorts Live because we're only live on YouTube tonight. So he's probably on the other side over there. What I would do is I'd find something you can stick to, whether it's like one video a week, one video every 2 weeks, a video a month, whatever's comfortable for you, just to get consistent and let the algorithm know like, hey, I'm consistently posting videos. I'm here. Here's my content, and just feed it the same thing over and over again. Once you do that, the algorithm is just building data on your channel. The more it learns, the more it tests, the more times you upload, the more it's able to test in different test groups. And eventually you keep going, it finds your audience. As long as it's consistent and you have like the same sort of branding throughout and you get the same people clicking basically. So like if you're not changing topics like hugely, then people are more likely to click. Yeah, I think that just those basic things right there would be like the biggest advice that I would give. Another thing, they have added like the banners and stuff on YouTube. You can do that stuff. I don't know that it's necessary to grow a channel, but just making your landing page feel even more at home with that like warm touch there is something you can do too. Kratos, you're there now. Hello, Kratos. Franco, Kratos. Welcome in, Franco. But yeah, I hope that helps you, Ollie. If you have any specific questions, feel free to shoot them at me. I am wide open there, and more than happy to cover it. But I hope that does help give you a little bit of clarity, and hopefully some options on what to do exactly next. Toki, could you think about YouTube ideas I could do based on myself? Kratos, you'd be the best at that. You know you better than I do. But I can. I definitely can. Just off the top of my head here. So let's look at some ways to discover YouTube videos, right? So I'm going to plug this tool again. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. Just to throw that out there. So vidIQ, right? This is what I talked about just a little bit ago. What you can do here, you can install the Chrome extension. If you use it on Chrome, yeah, you don't have to, right? You can go directly to the website or directly to the app. See, here's mine. What it does is it'll go and find you outlier videos in your niche or in different niches. Like, so look here, isolation run. So, okay, that tells me I have a tag problem on one of my alien isolation videos because it's picked up something completely different and thinks that it's related to my algorithm. So I need to check that. But we have other gaming videos and stuff that are picking up from my niche as an outlier. So that's a big help for sure. So you can get ideas from this. You can even bounce ideas like off ChatGPT if you wanted to, or like, hey, I'm interested in, you know what, here, I'll just give you an example. Okay. And this is something that Ludwig coined, so I'm not going to take credit for it. Okay. But watch this. So if, let's say, for example, we'll go Elden Ring. Okay. Let's search Elden Ring. Now, when we're here, go to filters. Let's look at things posted in the last week. Let's filter it even further. Let's look at sorting it by rating. And then let's sort it even further. And go to, let's see, would you want to post long form or short form? Ghost face out or something on screen. All right, so probably short form, huh? Then we'll do under 4 minutes. Go to shorts. These are the things that are trending right now enough to where it's showing up on my page, right? So tank builds get humbled by Rodica. Okay, I don't know the name, but you know the name. So This is what happens when you use tank builds on Radagon. How to defeat Artoria in under 30 seconds. Artorias, sorry. Elden Ring is so confusing. So personality clips are doing fairly well at 1.7. Now let's look at this. This was huge. So 657k views. Let's see what's going on here. Who is Caligo in Elden Ring? Have you ever noticed? Here. Let's watch this.
Greatest junctures. She is the fisher in the fog who peers outwards so that she might commit the world's greatest turnings to memory. Caligo herself has the physiology of an ancient dragon, so it's interesting to think that she might share their stone scales and some of their power over time. Indeed, the lore states that she would watch the world go by from
See, this is a fairly long one. I've already watched this video. Well, there you go.
Sense of time.
This was uploaded 2 days ago and it has 655,000 views. Shows you what people are looking at, right? So if you see this and you don't see anything else that's similar to it for another boss, Dice Dragon, no match for Dual Anchor. There you go. Oh, father of Verdun, Ronnie Rykard, and the husband of Renal. Okay, gotcha. But see, this gives you an idea of what you can look for. And even if it was like this, like how to defeat that boss, you can basically yoink that video, put your own twist on it, put it back out there, and see if you can tag it and keyword it appropriately and title it appropriately to where people click on it. It makes it interesting. Make sure you have an interesting thumbnail. Like on here, honestly, the thumbnails on shorts aren't quite as important. A lot of people are just kind of falling on them in the shorts feed, so they're not usually even seeing them. But try to make it somewhat coherent, and that just gives you a little bit of a boost, right? Videos are pretty consistent. They are, and I love that, Ollie. I think that's a big win. Anytime you're consistent, that means that people can know what to expect when they come to your channel, and when people know what to expect, that's how you create consistent viewers. Because if they know that they can expect something, they come back for it over and over again because that's what they like. You're winning, and they win as well. So oftentimes we think of the algorithm, we're like, oh my goodness, we need to appease the algorithm. The algorithm is people. It's clicks. What's behind those clicks? People, personalities, real people, right? So yes, there's a bit of AI involved. Yes, there's a little bit of this and that involved with computers. But at the same time, the algorithm overall is based on human attention. If it wasn't, then YouTube wouldn't make money because no one would want to watch. If it wasn't actively giving people what they were searching for, if it wasn't actively responding to what is popular, what's trending, then you wouldn't be getting anything. So oftentimes we talk about the algorithm like it's the ether, right? The algorithm is people. The more we think about people, what do people relate to? What are people looking for? What's trending with people right now? What are people talking about? What are people watching? What memes are they liking? What things are they searching for? Right here. The more you can lean on that, the better. See, the quality is also consistent, no AI pure editing. Okay, so here's the thing. I like that. And I personally for me, I like that. But the thing is, AI stuff is still getting a bunch of views right now. Despite everyone having, not everyone, I'm not going to speak in general stuff, but a lot of people have a problem with AI. But at the same time, if you look, AI videos are super hella trending right now. A lot of them are getting tons and tons of views and tons of clicks and tons of likes. So to say that it's not necessarily liked and that's a good thing about a channel or a bad thing, I don't know that it is. I think that just following human preference is important. Now, to be fair, there's a lot of people moving towards the more authentic human touch of creators. I know with their crappy videos. Here's the thing though. They're getting a ton of clicks and they're getting a ton of likes. So while you and I may agree on that, we may watch something and be like, oh, I hate that. It's AI slop, right? If the general public looks at it and says, oh, hey, that's a good video. I like that. That was entertaining for me. It was funny and they like it. At the end of the day, that's what the algorithm is going to push. So Our job needs to either say, hey, what can I do about this? And heck, you could even use that as an opportunity, right? So if you see something that you're like, this is crap, this is AI, I could do this 100 times better with authentic content, then do it. If you can do that and make it better, then if you tag and do all the things right, if you put it in front of the right eyes, they're going to like it. And you know what that means? If it's better content, it's going to do better. The algorithm will figure it out. Now, granted, channel sizes, right? There's a big difference there. But at the same time, shorts algorithm, way different story than the long form algorithm. So you have a lot more of a shot of hitting like a huge video because of how the shorts algorithm works and a smaller channel. But yeah, no, I think it's the brain rotted kids mostly. Here's the thing though. It doesn't matter what's out there, right? It doesn't matter who is behind the algorithm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what's the word I'm trying to say here? Let me pause for a minute. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like we could say all day, it's one thing, it's another thing. The thing is, it's reality. This is where we're at. We can either choose to accept that and find a way to move forward through it, to produce better content than it, to use AI to create better content with it, to use our own expertise or our own professionalism, like whatever we do, right? Finding a way to do it better. All it's doing is pointing out what people are looking for. In that case, it's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just pointing out human preferences. So try not to look at it as the enemy, and try not to look at it as like, oh, well, it's all these kids doing this, because that can make things really hard on you. Because if you adopt that sort of viewpoint of it, it becomes harder and harder to look at this as a win ever. Because if you see those videos getting a ton of views and you're like, man, I know my content's better. Why is I get it? Once you get in that headspace, it's negative. It pulls you down. It doesn't do anything positive for you. The better approach to that, I think, and of course, this is my opinion, seeing something like that and be like, huh, that did well. My video did not. What did they do right? What can I do to apply that to my content to make my video do that? Because I know I can make better. That makes sense? Hopefully it's a shift in mindset that one leads to burnout, right? One leads to, I hate this. I can't ever get anything right. The other one leads to, how can I improve? How can I do that but better? How can I make that my own? How can I make that authentic? You're improving. You're looking to learn. You're looking to move forward. You're looking to level up, which is right there on the the thumbnail. But yeah, that's what we're here for. That's what the creator journey is about. It's about learning. It's about failure and realizing that failure is not fatal. It's not final. The only time it's fatal and final is when you decide to put down the editing tools. That's when it's a thing. Light and dark, yin and yang. Exactly. For everything, there's a balance. We can choose to look at the light. We can choose to ignore it. We can choose to look only at the dark. Really, it's up to us. What we see, we're going to find, or what we're looking for, we're going to get. So if we're looking for things like, oh, well, how is the algorithm screwing me over? Yeah, we're going to find it. And it's going to be out there. I promise. There's tons of AI slop that's out there floating, that's getting tons of views. Let's see, but they're just AI generating these other underrated channels such as me and you who actually. Well, here's the thing. And this is probably going to be a bit of a hot take. If we have a problem with them, then we need to do things better than them. That's the way I look at it. If we have a problem, like this could be a huge opportunity, right? Like we're looking at a bunch of channels that are producing stuff that is clearly, it's hitting something, right? They're clearly able to identify trends and to identify things that are working, right? So if we look at what they're doing right, instead of criticizing what they're taking away from us, then we become empowered instead of victimized. I think if we become empowered versus victimized, we're able to create from a much better place. If you're creating from a place of, I'm never going to be better because it's AI slop, and that's what people want, versus creating from a place of, I'm going to take that and I'm going to make it better. I'm going to keep trying until I get to the next level. That's the big thing, right? Like, just lean in on what you're passionate about. Find the things that are trending, even if it's AI slop, and find a way to do it better. You can do it. I believe in you. People always say YouTube for me. I think, look, I've been on Kick, I've been on Twitch, I've been on YouTube. My favorite by far is YouTube, and I'll tell you why. So with YouTube, the system of discovery is huge. So we gripe all the time, the algorithm this, the algorithm that, but when's the last time you saw Twitch or even Kick bring people to you based on what you're showing them, and then recommend your stream based on inference? Like, oh, hey, this person likes this, they may like this stream, let me just put it in front of them and see what happens. Regardless of your channel size, you could appear at the top of someone's search and have 10 subscribers just because you matched right. Twitch, you have 2 viewers, you're at the bottom of the list. That's the problem, I think, with systems like Twitch and like Kick. Discovery is external. It's never internal. Not never, like, you can be rated and stuff like that, but at the same time, the systems built into the website, Twitch has had years upon years upon years upon now being owned by Amazon, all the revenue in the world, right? Just imagine how much Amazon makes. They could have implemented a system to help people get discovered, and they've chosen over and over again not to. And they've given you little bitty things like, oh, look, here's some blurps. Oh, here, bleed purple. And they've done nothing for you. YouTube, yes, we don't have like as many of the tie-ins and stuff like that, but look at how many people have blown up on YouTube versus how many people have blown up on Twitch. Think about all the people that you've known that have blown up on Twitch, where they do it first. TikTok, YouTube, in a short. They didn't grow organically 100% from Twitch, and that, I believe, is never going to happen. If you're a content creator and you're not creating content on other platforms and you're expecting to stream on Twitch or on Kick, where there's no discoverability, and expecting to blow up from there, it's hard. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because I don't know. You may be able to. I'm going to say this. Relying on an algorithm that actually passes you to people based on what it thinks they may like. There you go. Never. Queso I could think of. Yep. Queso was on TikTok. He blew up from a TikTok. That, what was it? Seeing the light come up. So I'm on the wrong path. No, Kratos, you're on the right path. You're always on the right path. Everything that you go through, think about it this way, everything that you go through is meant to get you to the end. You don't have to think of like the creator journey is like, okay, here's my end goal, and everything in between was a waste of time, right? That's not true, because everything in between there got you to that end goal, got you to that realization, got you to that goal, right? So don't ever think that the time you spent in the trenches was ever not worth it, because it is. It's where you learn. It's where you take things and you apply them and basically make yourself better. So those experiences are what build us, and oftentimes what break us. And then the things that break us, we learn from. If we choose to. If we choose to pick up and keep going, we learn from that. And we keep going. We keep growing. And I think that's the most important part of it. Okay, just a good video, as if they work really hard, but the people that just type on a keyboard is so bad the AI is not even good. A good video. Video is someone that works hard to make the videos good. You know, and that may be true. But at the same time, there's a lot we can learn from it. We need to stop victimizing ourselves and look at it as an opportunity. What did they get right? Because clearly they did something right. Whether it's just hitting the right topic at the right time. There's something we can learn from everything, and the moment that we stop victimizing ourselves from it and start just taking it in as information, that's when we can move forward from it. You know, I think that's a much better way of looking at it, because at that point, it empowers you, right? It gives you an opportunity to climb up from that, where the other one just drags you down. It sounds like a muscle. It's hurt and then it grows. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Creativity is a muscle. The more times you get out there and you work it out, no, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when you get smacked down. It doesn't feel good when you spend 2 hours editing a clip and ends up getting 7 views. It freaking sucks. I know that. It sucks. But at the end of the day, it's not about those 7 views. It's about that effort. You're putting in the effort. You're learning things while you're doing that. You're learning what's right, what's wrong, what's up, what's down. You're learning. The more time you exercise that muscle, the more it's going to get better at what it does. As long as you're looking to learn from it. If you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's like what's the quote? It's like a treadmill, right? Just because you're moving doesn't mean you're moving forward. You're just moving. So make sure that you're pointing out, like, you're learning from things that you do, looking at analytics, paying attention to what works and what doesn't. Insanity. Exactly. Doing the same thing over and over again. It's insanity, right? We like to joke it's the definition of insanity. And no, maybe it's not the definition of it, but dang it. It sure does feel like it sometimes, right? It makes us feel insane. That's for sure. Kids think it's real even though they know it's not cool. It's funny. That's what they did, right? Well, think of how you can use that, though. Think about it. Can you replicate some of it in real life? Can you do it funnier? Think about it in a different way. That's my challenge to you, is to think about it in a new way. What can I learn from this instead of getting mad at it? That's what I say. That's my personal challenge for you, Ollie. I think you can do this. So you just got to step up, rise above it, learn something from it. You got this. Boy, that was a bit of a soapbox. Sorry, chat. But all that to say, find what's working. Doesn't matter if it's AI, doesn't matter if it's human generated. If it's working, there's something you can learn from it. There's something that you can take and grow from it. It's making kids dumber. It's bad. We can argue about the ethics of it all day long. You know, I think that maybe in some case, yeah, it is. You grew lunch on yet? No, we have not. 151. I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you, my friend. I'm not going to do it without you here. But here's the thing. Yeah, it might be. It may be. And until I have I think that... What's the word I'm looking for here? I'm going to take a second. Maybe for you, my friend, it'll be about finding motivation there. So sometimes our pain points can also become our motivation, right? So for me, I found my pain point on accident. If you go and look at my video, it's like, once I learned this or once I realized this, I vowed to never quit. And that's like kind of like how I stumbled upon my motivation as a content creator. I thought it was one thing, and I'm sure in the ever never-ending spiral of content creation, my motivation will continue to shift and move, and that's healthy. That's human evolution, right? And that's personal evolution. But my motivation was found from a pain point. I realized one day when I was sitting with my son, we were sitting here gaming and editing and stuff like that, doing all the fun things. He likes to sit and watch with me, and I realized I was dying to a boss over and over again. And then I finally won, and I looked at him while I was celebrating the win, right? I looked to him just for a brief second and realized he was looking at me. He wasn't looking at the game. In that brief moment, everything in my entire world shifted, turned on, literally on its head. And I was like, he's learning from me how to push through failure. He's learning from me how to react to things whenever they keep knocking you down. Because he wasn't watching the screen anymore. He was watching my reaction. So then in that moment, I'm like, oh my gosh. So how I react to failure, he learns. If I post a video that gets 7 views and I'm bummed about it and I kick the TV or kick the computer and walk away and all ticked off and I don't pick it up again and I quit, I'm passing that to my son. I don't want to be that guy. I can't. And that motivation, enough about me. Enough about that. But motivation comes from pain points sometimes. For you, perhaps it's looking at that and saying, man, that's not good content for kids. That's not good because it's not doing anything good for them. Let me find a way to take what they're interested in and turn it into something that's wholesome. Turn it into something that is not brain rot, right? Maybe that's your motivation for creation. You never know. Sometimes that pain point tells a lot more about us than we think it does. Maybe there's motivation hidden underneath that pain point and just waiting for you to grab it. So Just a thought there. All right, 151, my friend. Where do you want me to start? You want me to start on YouTube? You want me to start over on Whatnot? Where do you want me to start? By the way, guys, if you're not familiar with 151 Boomer and you're a Pokemon card fan, you like the shiny cardboard like I do, go and check out Mr. 151 Boomer. He's on TikTok. He's on Whatnot. He does some live shows over there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Phenomenal dude. Fair, super fair. I love that dude so much. Seriously, dude is like my brother. Okay, go and check him out if you like it. It's great. Roller coasters, that is perfect. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Roller coasters. I need to know. Let me know. I see when I see all the exclamation points there in chat, and then that is perfect. That tells me there's a light bulb that went off here. Pain points, my friend. Don't be afraid of pain. It is your friend. It tells you what you're passionate about. Now, don't let it control you either, but let it give you motivation. Let it work for you instead of against you. I think I see something. I think I see some gears turning there, and I love it. I love it, Ollie. Push, my friend. You've got this. Mr. 151, I don't know where you want me to start. I'm gonna pick a spot. We're gonna go to YouTube. Aha. There we go. Cook it. Let's go. I don't really know that I have a pain point. Okay. Let me think on that, Kratos. I bet you do. I bet I can figure something out. Alrighty, let's look here. Description. Wherever I have nothing but open road ahead of me, I'm not sure which way. Okay, cool. I love that. All right, so let's dive in then. We've got 7 videos, 13 subscribers. Clearly, you're landing on some of these, right? I think it will not be brain rot and it's interesting content like kids like theme parks. There you go. Absolutely. Now, what you can do with that, Ollie, is you can go and look up which rides are trending, which videos are trending for those rides. What are they missing? Find the thing they're missing. Put your own twist on it. Get out there and blow up, dude. You got this. I think it will not be. Okay, let's see. 13. Let's go. Hey, look. You gotta start somewhere, right? So let's take a look. The good thing is, and this is what I've been saying, one new to say, hey, let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is always a good sign, right? 13 subscribers, 7 videos. You're basically banking 2 every video. That's excellent. Especially just starting out. Look at the wins, right? You've got to count those wins because it's important. If you look at the subscriber to video ratio and it's double, hey, you're cooking, man. So that means that there's something here, right? So let's dive in first into the description. The problem that I have here, I love that you have your beacons. I love that because it's one link and they can see everything that you have to offer. That's one thing I like about that. The only problem I could see with it is if people have problems with like clicking a link and thinking, oh, well, what if they're trying to hack me? So having like the built-in links that are on YouTube, sometimes for some people is a more of a positive thing. So maybe give like 1, 2, 3 over here, and then also have your beacons link. That's something that I would recommend. Just out of recommendation. That's never a make or break thing, right? But just having that, people may trust it a little bit more. And then of course for description, we need some keywords here. We need an about. We need something that tells me a little bit about your story. Because like if you're getting this many views, I promise you, someone probably came to your profile. And if they saw nothing that they could connect with, they're less likely to hit that subscribe button. And if you're already hitting 2 subscribers per video, imagine what your conversion rate would be if you bump that up. Like this one hitting 14K. By the way, I saw this short, brother, it's fire. This one's absolute freaking fire. Write about me. Yes, absolutely. Writing about me. Make sure that you contain in there some keywords about your channel. You can also look at keywords on like tools like vidIQ that are free, by the way. So let me show you something. Go to keywords here. Watch this, okay? Pokemon TCG. Search volume of 147 within the last 24 hours. Competition in that space is only medium. Overall score of 65. You're in the green there, my friend. So make sure you're including things like this, like Pokemon TCG, those keywords in your descriptions, in your keywords, in your hashtags, in your wherever you put them, in your about me, even if that's what your channel is mostly about. And then you can look over here at related keywords. Look at this. Sort them by overall score. Look at this. Gives you all the things that are trending in your niche right there, bro. Game changer, okay? Absolute game changer. You can go to matching terms. I'll show you a similar sort of thing here. Things that are doing well. Let's see here. Look at this. Competition is very low. TCG card shop simulator Pokemon mod. So if you wanted to do any video game content, you can even grab it from here too. TCG Pocket seems to be very trending. Look at this. 369,000 search volume in the last 24 hours. That's insane. The least popular video is 56. Yours is 650 more. Are you looking at shorts though? Because shorts are way different. Shorts are cooked up way different. You don't have any shorts on your channel, I promise. If you took some of yours and took some of the highlights from your videos and put them in shorts, you'd see the difference. The shorts algorithm pushes to so many more people because it's shorter content, right? They can push it out. It's less likely that it's going to chase someone off the platform and getting a wrong short video. So very different. Look at long form to long form, short form to short form. Long form is the one I'm struggling with personally. Look, I'm authentic with you guys. You know that. That's the one that I'm working on the hardest right now, is getting the long form down and getting it more visibility. I mostly say I'm someone that was thrown in the back of an alley, so how do I walk out of the alley? Long is very tough. 26 views. See the difference there? Big difference. Huge. The algorithm is way different for shorts versus longs. Mostly say I'm someone that's thrown in the back of the alley, so how do I walk out of the alley? I like that though. I like that approach. But yeah, so you can use anything like this, and honestly, you could do it directly on YouTube. So go in Pokemon TCG. Let's see what's trending here, okay? Let's see. We'll go to recently uploaded. Filter it for. We'll go this week. We'll do it by view count. Let's see what's getting the most views here. Pokemon release day at GameStop. Hashtag Pokemon cards. Let's look at their hashtags and what they're talking about. First in line, Pokemon glitch. Literally just you're floating with them on their day, right? How many months have 28 days? Well, technically yes. I think February is the only one with 28 though, unless it has 29 on leap year. Okay, so basically with this one, it had to have been their keywords that they use. Let's see if I can find the description here. I don't even know how to operate it from here. That's insane. Okay, where is the dang description? There it is. Okay. Yeah, look. Pokemon release day at GameStop. Pokemon cards, Pokemon TCG, Pokemon community, hashtag shorts. They're about to pull 95,000 likes, 3.3 million views. Let's see what the size of this channel is though, because that can help. Yep, there you go. See, look. Size of the channel, 95,000 subscribers. So a lot of those, they're getting clicks right off the rip because it's that guy. 12 was the answer? Okay, perfect. Okay. They're so goofy. Well, there you go. See, people know their content, but at the same time, they're also tagging it right. Clearly. Let's see how much they got, like right off the rip. 9.6, 407 immediately. 9.6. Yeah, that thing climbed pretty quick.
Like your more soggy areas.
But yeah, a lot of that I think may have to do with that. But at the same time, these are the tags they're using. top channels for the search term. Here's all the related stuff they're tagging. So many things you can grab from that vidIQ, so I highly recommend that. Number one. Number two, there's a lot of shorts trending in this niche. Look at this. In fact, I would say the majority of this is all shorts. Look, here's the first long form we see. Opening a destroyed Pokemon TCG product. So if you happen to get any stuff that's destroyed, look at that, 70 views per hour. 50K views uploaded 5 days ago. What size channel? 211K subscribers. Okay, that may be part of it too. But look, here's all the tags. PokeRev, Pokemon cards and their value, Pokemon cards collection, Pokemon cards opening, Pokemon cards unboxing. This is great. You think the show deal content is away from me? I do love that because it shows what you're doing. It shows what people can expect. So if they come to your stuff, they know exactly what to expect already because they see you in action already. They know how you work. They know your personality in that setting. I think it's probably gonna be the most authentic for you. As long as you're authentic within that space, then they'll know you. I think that's a pretty big benefit of doing that. So let's go back to your channel. Slightly off frame there. Again, look, I don't think it's a big deal as much with these, but if you're going to go out of your way to put it on there, make sure it fits. Mine, I do that all the time. I don't know why, but I'm calling out myself here too, okay? So make sure it fits in there, but you can still read it. So again, not a deal breaker. Was I wrong? Iced the deal. Groudon was too clean. I love this because it has a card right front and center. That's very clickable. And look at that, 5.8K. It pulled my eye there because I recognize that card. I think that's excellent. It's happening. You clearly see what the thing's about. You see a tag slab, you see a PSA slab, and anyone in the space knows what's being compared here, especially with all the PSA controversy. Excellent. I love it. Very relevant tags there with PSA and Beckett. Excellent. Shipping with love. I love this. Again, you're leaning into your branding. You're leaning into your story here. This is what you do. And look at that. 1.8K just for literally writing that on a card. I try to peek here. You're doing great with that. Like right here, ship an order with me. Follow at one, dude. That's excellent. That's your brand. You're placing your brand here. You're letting people know they can follow you. That to me, and maybe it's because I'm part of the world there. That says to me, ooh, I need to go check this dude on a Whatnot. This looks like a Whatnot setup. Also, it says follow back here. It's set up like Whatnot. I need to go and see if he's on Whatnot. That's what it says to me. So this is definitely intriguing. It gets me to think about your name outside of the platform, considering it's saying follow. And it also gets me to consider subscribing if I'm here and I come across your thumbnail. So, excellent. Are you kidding me? How many? I love that. I love that you put them all on there too. For Kabuto King, and then I guess he's the Slow King. I love the riff off of that because it's playing off of something else that's already been done. And you hacked that, bro. 4.1K. Again, yoink, twist, put it out there. Excellent. This one though, oh my gosh, this one was so freaking relatable. I'm gonna share it with you guys real quick. All the presents are opened. When you realize all the presents are open and there's still no Pokemon packs. I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. Looking at this right here, check out your analytics. See how it kind of went flat right here? You may be able to change up some of the tags at this point and get it to be more clickable and more searchable for a different idea. So clearly this is for Christmas, right? But you could maybe put it in like birthday Pokemon or some other tags and refresh it. See if the algorithm gives it another spit out there, right? See if you can run that up a little bit further. That's so cool, man. Let me go ahead and like that because I love that one. Post on Christmas and video ends as soon as you see last tick. Yes, exactly. What that does right there is it encourages another watch through. It's like, oh, did I read that right? Hold on, let me just make sure because I like the content. I know that because I saw Pokemon. That's an excellent way to get another watch through. Excellent, dude. I love it. So, have you put in your channel tags yet? That's another thing. And I think I may have mentioned this. I mentioned it, I know, to Kratos. I may have mentioned it to Scold. So I'm going to go ahead and mention it again. Ollie, I don't remember if we mentioned this or not. There are such a thing as channel tags. You can find it if you go to your YouTube studio. I'll show you guys real quick where it's at. So if you go to your settings down here in the bottom left-hand corner, go to your channel, advanced information. Let's see, where is it? Now I'm going to have to remind myself where it's at. Oh, here it is. Sorry, right here in basic info. My bad. Went right past it. Keywords. And these are keywords that are separated by commas that basically help the algorithm categorize your entire channel. So whatever you're posting, whether it's like, so for you, like Pokemon TCG, Pokemon cards collection, Pokemon card shows, collectible shows, whatnot, TikTok shop, Pokemon cards, literally anything about that sums up your channel. Like if someone were to read this list of things, they get an idea of what what your whole channel is about. Right there, slap it in there. Helps the algorithm go ahead and figure out where to put your channel before you even upload anything. So that helps a ton just on the back end with the algorithm figuring out who you are, what your channel's about before you even have anything posted. You can do that. You can also put in your upload defaults here. I don't know if any of you guys know that. So if you have a niche and you're hammering certain tags at a certain time, you can go in here and change it. Just go ahead and plop in your tags. Like if it's all the same thing that you're tagging, like for example, with you, 151 Boomer, it's all Pokemon cards right now. So copy paste, bro. Save yourself some work. Put all that stuff in there. Select the visibility as public. Make sure nothing gets posted as private because that sucks. Yeah, just copy paste those in there. Be done with it. Let it ride until you decide to change things around. Then go in there and make sure you change those. Right, but definitely saves you some time on the back end for each upload. Not having to type those in helps. Lorcana soon. Hey, there you go. Look, just have something on your desktop, like a little, or even a notepad on your phone, just like a little thing that keeps tabs on your current hashtags that you're using. Update those as you need to. Copy paste. Save yourself some time. Save yourself some time. It helps a lot. So you can do your creator demographic. That's not important. Don't worry about that. Community moderation. This is, I think someone said earlier they're having trouble getting comments. I think that may have been Scold. You may want to check here. Post in your community, viewer post, you can turn on or off. Moderation, none. Comments, on. You can turn comments on and off right here. So Scold, if you're watching this back, this may be something you may want to look at. Make sure that in your channel settings, in the just your general settings gear down here at the bottom left-hand corner, go to community moderation, check it out right here. Skipping the One Piece hype and going straight to Lorcana. Hey, you know what? It's going to get there eventually. And honestly, it already has in spikes. So I think Lorcana is going to do incredibly well long term. It's Disney. It's a proven IP. I don't think there's anything to lose there. Honestly, One Piece too, but they're kind of newer too, so they're riding a little bit of that initial hype. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it, but I think it's a good move regardless. So we'll get out of that. One other thing you can do here, just make sure you're paying attention to your analytics. One thing you can do here, now that they've tied in AI, I don't know if you're here for that, Lotta, but you can actually ask AI itself. What is it? Dang it, just said it earlier. Gemini, this now been tied into the algorithm. You can ask it directly. How can Ask Studio help me? Summarize my comments, suggest to me new video ideas. So if you have those tags in there and you have a lot of videos uploaded, or even just those tags in there, period, that summarize your channel, it's able to give you video ideas based on what your niche is. And this is the algorithm running. I mean, this is the AI running the algorithm. I'm just saying, maybe something to look at. If you're just like struggling for ideas, that'd be a good place to start. Let's see. Make sure I'm just covering everything, every little basic thing here. But first, actually, we're gonna head back to your channel. We got a little sidetracked there. Okay, let's go back to 151 Boomer's channel here. There we go. Overall, though, I would like, because I know how strong your branding sense is, and this is maybe just me knowing you, Your banner, I would love to see some Pokemon up here, brother. I'd love to see something big. Even if it's like a picture of you closing a deal or standing in front of your merch table, something that's just like, bam, I know exactly what this guy's doing because there it is right there the moment I land on his channel. Something to consider, because then it creates a landing page that's like, your picture sometimes can sell the content too. Especially for like businesses, I would recommend that, because then they know exactly what's going on here, right? So just a thought. For creators like gamers and stuff like that, as long as it's kind of related to your niche, related to your name, whatever it is with your lore, whatever games you play, as long as it's something along that lines, you're pretty good, you're pretty solid. It's not super important. But for a business, a banner, and maybe even something with your socials on there, I think that could help too. Just put it in front of people. Let them know you're on Whatnot. Big letters, big old Whatnot. Just pop right there in front of them. 151 Boomer. Something that's just like, hey, I've been to your page and I instantly know what this is about. I instantly know what you do. I know where to find you. And I didn't have to click a link. And if they're already there on Whatnot, you don't have to necessarily convert them to move them over, right? Like where with TikTok, if they're on TikTok watching it, right? But if they're looking for Pokemon cards, they're not going to find that shop on YouTube. But if they see you and they want to buy Pokemon cards, later on they're going to remember, oh, hey, I saw that guy 151 Boomer. Maybe I should go and check him out. So, just a thought. With TikTok, they can go and find what they want right there, right? So, anyway, that's a side note. Otherwise, though, dude, excellent. Everything's coming together real well over here. The shorts that you're posting are solid. I think this, you in your element, even if you had some live clips from shows, some like big pulls on your channel, that would be fun. It was just some hype moments, like hyping up something and it like, oh, what's the final card? And then it's like, I don't know, just like a comment, right? Like, oh yeah, my bad, wrong card. And then do it again. Something like just little bitty things like that, I think could be super relatable. And then, this is just off the top of my head. But yeah, I hope that's helpful. I hope that I've added at least a couple things there that you can kind of like take and do what you will with it. I've got a few more I need to figure out. Camera setup. I gotcha. Sweet. If you have any, let's see. Oh shoot, that went by fast. Especially when I'm so little. Tell you what, guys, if you have any other questions, we're gonna do these more often. If you've had a good time, yeah, just let me know. I've had fun doing this. If you guys have had fun with it and found it valuable at all, let me know. Hit the like button. That tells me exactly whether or not you like it or not. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight and doing this. This is the first time for basically anything like this. So I'd love to do this more and more often. GG's, thank you. Hey, much love, brother. My pleasure. Say, Toki, I'm thinking about an Elden Ring character lore-wise. What character should I do? Boomer, do you have an option? Toki, wow. Kratos, don't ask me. Ask the algorithm. Go ask YouTube. Speaking of, let me show you something. This is one last thing I want to cover with you guys. Oh wait, no, never mind. We did it. Looking up like keywords and stuff. Check this out. Here you go, bud. Let me show you something, Kratos. Elden Ring. Search volume for this is high. Competition's actually medium right now, so that's a pretty good sign. Elden Ring lore is literally one of the top, bro. Literally one of the top. There you go, dude. Look at that. Kratos, that's, man, right there, dude. Keywording things to Elden Ring lore. Especially if you tag your channel with that. Let's see, we got Elden Ring trailers.
Second time this week. I was live yesterday.
Oh, that was Kratos' video in the background. I was like, I hear Kratos' voice. What is happening right now? Anyway. Here you go. Here's matching terms. These are some of the top trending. Let's look at search volume here. There we go. Night Rain's huge. Gameplay. We saw lore earlier is huge. There it is. Literally the top one is just plain old Elden Ring. Top search. Yep, exactly. Look at that. Elden Ring gameplay, Night Rain. This is what people are interested in. go and check out vidIQ. This is, of course, YouTube specific. There are tools like this you can find for TikTok. You can find it for Twitch. If you go to Twitch tracker, you can look and see what people are playing or what people are searching for and interested in. So another thing you can do there. But yeah, just Elden Ring, never played Night Rain. Gotcha. Okay. Well, you can still do lore videos. You can do your research, dig into the game a little bit, watch some gameplay, then dig into the lore. If you find something interesting, do something there. You don't have to play it necessarily. So just think about that. You can grab whatever's interesting to you and make something from it. Anyways, chat, let me turn down this music just a hair. I didn't realize how loud it was. My bad, chat. All right. Well, chat, that is going to absolutely cap tonight. Let me go back to just chatting. Guys, that was so much fun. I loved doing it. It was definitely a very different thing for us. So if you've had a good time, again, slap that like button, let me know, or you can post about it in the Discord. We'll probably do this again, I imagine. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we end up doing something like this again in the future. But if you found it valuable, yeah, I hope you found something that you can use, because that's the whole goal of this, is coming together, bouncing ideas off one another, growing together, and pushing each other to become better content creators. Because if we all are pushing each other to become better content creators, at the end of the day, I think that's kind of like built-in accountability, and it gives us an extra leg of opportunity that a lot of people don't have. So if there's any way I can help you guys, let me know. You can join the Discord, !Discord. There's also a link on my bio. So if you want to go and check it out over there on the YouTube bio, it's right there. Feel free to join. We'd love to have you. Join the Moonwalker community. Anyways, guys, I will be live tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Central, playing some Zelda Ocarina of Time. We'll be back in the cosplay, back on the regular Toki grind, playing video games. But I hope you got something from tonight. I hope it was valuable for you. And I hope, most of all, that you have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you have a phenomenal evening. We're going to end the stream just like we always do, with the motto of our channel: never be afraid to step into the shadow, but always live your light, my friends. Peace. Hey, thank you so much, Dro. WU. Have a great night and weekend. Much love, brother. Much love. I appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Central, for Zelda Ocarina of Time. Love y'all. Seriously. Thanks for being here. Peace out.